Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Danielle at DC Plans, and I'm here with a plan with me for the week of May 25th through May 31st. This is a rewind spread. I used this Desert Cheek kit from SPC. As you can see, the base is already put down. I had actually not filmed it and I didn't intend to film it. So what happened was the week before, basically my SIM card, is that what they're called? was full as I was filling out the spread or the base. So I was like, let me just continue with the base and get that down and then I'll film like the rest of the video. And I really enjoyed just like laying down the base without having to worry about if it's in frame or anything like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it again. So I did lay down the base. I used a bunch of silver foil. I think all the foil besides the date dots. The date dots are from Sticky Essentials and everything else is from SPC. Besides, there's a couple of walk script stickers and those are also from Sticky Essentials. But the full box overlays and the header overlays are both from SPC. I just randomly pulled this kit. I've been hoarding this kit for a very long time. Like I said, it's the Desert Cheek mini kit from SPC. I have like binders full of kits. So I was like, there was nothing special that happened this week. I do have some kits for like specific reasons, but then I have like a whole binder of kits that are organized kind of by season. Some of them are by season and some of them are like truly just like anytime. This definitely gives me like spring and summer vibes and it's getting warmer, so I wanted to use this kit. So it was the first one in the binder. I pulled it out and that's what I did. The sidebar I did a little bit different. I thought it would be really fun to mark Penny's journey with baby-led weaning. So I did a spot that marked all of the breakfasts that we had during the week. I do want to mark them like in the spread at some point when she does. I moved her up to 2 meals a day. She started at 1 meal a day. But she's now doing like breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner depending on what's more baby friendly of what we're eating. So I did put that in the sidebar and I had filled that out off camera. But I did not speed up this video just because it's only 18 minutes long and I wanted some time to kind of explain. I felt very rushed last time, to kind of skip over some stuff. But anyway, so moving on to the week, it was Memorial Day on Monday. We didn't do anything like in particular special, but I did mark it with a foiled holiday sticker from SPC. And this is the old one in J. Crew's handwriting, J. Crew Plans handwriting. She did post that she has them on order, but it's going to be a while before they come in. So likely next time she releases them, I'll get them in all 4 foil colors. Right now, I just have them in silver, gold, and rose gold. I was going to say hollow, but that's not right. I did put down a half box that says, it's okay to not be okay with like a sad munchkin. The day before was the first night that Penny slept in her crib, and this whole week, I didn't feel good. I was very sad. I was lonely. I missed my baby. So basically, I was having a really hard time, like, going downstairs after she went to sleep. There was a couple nights that I did need dinner just because I felt like, I don't know, I felt guilty leaving her. So, and she was in her own room and I stayed in my own room and I, folded clothes or, cleaned up, read, whatever I did. But I just physically, I didn't feel comfortable going downstairs yet. And it was just emotionally, Monday and Tuesday were very hard. I did do some gardening, which always cheers me up. We are so excited because we finally have some tomatoes coming on. We have 2 tomato plants, along with, we planted a new rose bush. We're adding like a new flowering bush every year. So we have a hydrangea, we have a couple rose bushes, and then we have a big flower like garden in the front of the house, and then inside our porch we have a bunch of like real flowers as well too, or real plants, not flowers. But gardening always does make me feel a little bit better, and seeing the garden makes me feel good, so that's always fun. I did mark all of Penny's bath this week. It was kind of, like I said, a laid back week. Oh wait, I didn't mark all of them. I only marked 2 of the 3, but that's okay. On Tuesday, I finished reading The Betrothed, which I talked about in a previous video how I wasn't a huge fan, but I started reading The Siren, so I was like, okay, this is the last Kira Cass book. I'm going to go ahead and read it. I did not have high hopes, and I loved it. I thought it was so good. I would definitely reread it. I gave away my physical copy of it, but I do have it on my Kindle. There was a teacher who was posting if anyone had like young adult books for her. I think she teaches 8th grade. And I was like, oh, I have some books that I'll definitely probably like never pick up again. But I really, really enjoyed The Siren. It was such a good book. I flew through it. I don't know. It was just something I really enjoyed. My mom and I also went for a walk. While we were on our walk, we hit Rite Aid and at this place called Vera's, which is like a local ice cream shop. I love Vera's. They have such good water ice, which I guess is like a Philadelphia thing. Water ice is basically, I don't know. It's like Italian ice, I think is what people call it outside of this area. But it's like a flavored slushy ice, I guess is the best way to describe it. But I always get their strawberry lemonade, water ice, gelati or gelato, I don't know, with vanilla soft serve. And it's so good. It's like my favorite summer treat. I love it because it's like a block away from our house. We have this little like strip of stores and restaurants that are very close to our house. So I love that. Like we have a couple of new bars that are in there. We have some really good restaurants. We have another one opening. I'm excited to try it. That has like Mexican food. We have like the little water ice cream place that we can walk up to on summer nights, which a little dance studio, which I think will be perfect for Penny. I don't know. There's just like some really cute things. They're really turning around. It used to just be like a jeweler, a dentist, a physical therapy place, but now they're kind of like turning it around to be like more restaurants and stuff like that, which I think are cool. On Wednesday, I did not sleep well. This was a week of not sleeping great all week. And I'm still waking up extremely early. Like I've been waking up around 4:30 or 4:45 every morning. My alarm goes off at 6. I set my alarm for 6 because that's typically around 6:15. That's when the baby gets up. But I think my body is like, the baby's not in the room. You got to make sure she's okay. So the first couple nights I did not sleep well. I kept waking up and like checking the monitor and making sure she was okay. I didn't go back into her room because I didn't want to wake her up. But it was just a lot of like waking up and making sure she was all right. I did take a nap later, which was nice though. And my mom and I went for another walk. To mark the walks, I still don't have any like great walk stickers. I'm just using like the workout stickers from SPC, the little scribblers. Also a lot of reading happened this week, which was exciting. Moving on to Thursday, I started the morning by doing a grocery run, and I think this is the first day, that we did a scheduled grocery pickup. I used to do them all the time. They're perfect for if you have a kid. You don't have to go into the store and deal with like dragging a baby around and like struggling on like where you're going to put your groceries in the cart. And it was during like the coronavirus, like COVID stuff. Basically, it was like nearly impossible to get grocery pickup slots, but I think more people are going back into the stores and stuff like that. Some things are opening up around us. We're in like the yellow phase for our area. But yeah, it's been easier to get slots. I don't know if they opened up more slots or whatever's going on, but I was able to get one and it was perfect because I got one that's like between 1 and 2, and you basically just pull in and you call them when you get there and they bring the groceries out. But yeah, it's perfect when you have a kid, and that's like when she wakes up from her second nap or she's awake at that point. So it's a good time in the middle of the day just be able to go out and kind of do something. Also used my new Cuddle Time stickers. These are scripts from SPC. And sorry if you could hear that notification go off. There was a motorcycle drive by. Not like a drive-by shooting or anything, like a motorcycle physically drove by our house. But yeah, I have like the family cuddles and the family time, but I thought the Cuddle Time was really cute, so I picked a couple of sheets of those up. Also on Thursday, I did get my Carter's order, or one of them. I still had one more outstanding. It has since come. Carter's has been very slow on their shipping, but this was basically the last bulk part of her 12-month summer clothes. She will need 12-month like winter and fall clothes depending on her size and everything like that. I know 12 month is supposed to fit them for about 6 months or so until they move up to 18 month. So I did get a Carter's order in, and I always love getting Carter's order, just like seeing like tiny little shorts and onesies and stuff like that. I just think is really cute. And then I did do a Target pickup on Thursday as well too, and of course I had to mark, there's not a ton of little things in this kit, but I just used like an asterisk one. I had to mark that my show was on Top Chef. I love it. It's almost done. There's one more episode of the season to go. I can't wait to see who wins it. I know who I'm rooting for. I don't think she's necessarily the underdog, but I think she's the best chef, and if I was going to go to like one of their restaurants, it would be hers. So that's everything for Thursday. For Friday, I did start the morning by watering the plants on the porch. I have to like remind myself to do that. I feel bad. I did take a nice nap and read a little bit, and we did do some Netflix and chill at night after the baby went to sleep. I went for a walk too. I did switch around like the order of the Netflix and chill and the walk in my planner, because I don't like that you can see like when there's no little things in the kit for me to put like my dinner little things down. I don't like that you can see the whiteout, so I just put like the box over the whiteout. But for Netflix, we've been watching Supernatural. I had seen the first 5 or 6 seasons. I think I've seen the first 6 seasons before. And Alan and I had started watching them, and then we stopped, and then I was like, we just want to like kind of get through shows, because we were watching that, we were watching Arrow, we were watching Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, like we just had like all these shows going, and it was just, especially with the shows that were also like live on television, like Modern Family, Schitt's Creek that we were watching, it was just way too much. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna focus on one show at a time. So we picked Supernatural because it is the longest show. I think there's like 16, 15 seasons, I don't know, but it's gonna take us forever, but we're getting there. We're on season 7 now. We've watched like a season and a half since we started like just focusing on that. But when I'm marking Netflix and chill or like movie night or something, it's typically just us watching Supernatural. We watch about 1 episode a day. So we'll start it usually around lunchtime. Like if Alan eats lunch with us, we'll watch like half the episode then, and then watch the other half after Penny goes to sleep. We don't like to watch a ton of TV when she's awake, but it's inevitable. Like we're going to have the TV on every once in a while. Fridays, we also do catch up on Top Chef. We don't watch it live. We watch it the next day. So we do watch Top Chef on Friday nights as well too, because it's one of my favorite things. And then this week it was just like, I couldn't, you know what? I don't even think we watched Supernatural this week because I was so like down about Penny being in her own room. We spent a lot of time watching Worst Cooks in America. I love that show. It's super funny. So we've been catching up on that as well too. Not like watching every season, but like we watched last season, and then we're now currently watching the season that's on. That was a long explanation for like what we watch on television, but that's okay. I guess I'll go into whatever else I'm watching. When Alan is not with me, sometimes when he is, I'll watch The Amazing Race. It's just something good to have on like in the background when I'm like cross stitching or when I'm doing something else. It's just easy to throw on. Penny will watch 1 episode of a kid show a day, and it's basically like 15 minutes. It's just when we're waiting for like her to be ready for her next bottle. And I typically put on either Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood or Arthur. We have the PBS Kids app. And then at night now, when I'm like sitting in my room waiting to go to sleep, if I'm not reading, I typically will watch about 20 minutes of an episode of Sweet Magnolia or Sweet Magnolias. I don't know if it's a plural. On Netflix, it's really cute. I'm on episode 5, I think. But I watch about 20 minutes a night, and then I turn it off and I read and then go to sleep. So that's like everything that we're watching right now. On Saturday, I did wake up early, and Alan and I just went for a drive. Sometimes it's nice to just drive around with no destination, especially because everything is closed right now. Penny and I took a nap. I did a lot of reading, and after she went to sleep, this was the first night that I was really feeling like up to doing stuff. So I cleaned up the porch. We had a bunch of like Amazon packages and stuff that Penny was going to use when she was older out there. So right now it still has 2 car seats on it on the porch. Our porch is like enclosed. It's not like open to not the public, but like it's not like open air. But it still has some car seats and stuff on there. There's still a couple toys and everything like that out there. I think there's a box of diapers. But otherwise, we did clean it up. It was a lot of like empty boxes and just, we'd gotten a bunch of packages at some point. We also did cook together. So I just did like a little date sticker. We cooked some orange chicken. It wasn't homemade. It was from Trader Joe's, but I think Alan was excited because it was like the first night that I was really feeling like up to doing something other than like sitting in my bed and crying because the baby was in her own room. So I did want to mark that. And then on Sunday, I finished reading The Siren and I started rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I've read that book and I've read the half of the second book. But in this reread, I put it down because I was like, you know what, there's a bunch of books on my bookshelf I haven't read yet. So I did put that down and I started the new Sophia Kinsella books. Or Sophie Kinsella. I never know if it's Sophia or Sophie. But I did start those books to read them. I have like I Owe You One or something like that. I think it's what it's called. And then I have the like Christmas Shopaholic one to read that as well too. So I did put down A Court of Thorns and Roses again after like a day or two. I did have a massive headache on Sunday. I feel like when I wake up abruptly, I have like a really bad headache for the rest of the day. But I did spend some time on Sunday moving up Penny's playmat and some toys for her to play with upstairs so that she can kind of get more used to being in her nursery. Because we were basically just like putting her down for like naps and sleep in there and like doing bedtime in there, and that's about it. But now we do her tummy time up there. She has a play mat. She's got a bunch of toys, obviously a bunch of books up there. So just getting her more used to like being in her nursery, and not that she was sleeping bad or anything like that. I don't know. It's just, I just like her having her own little space and everything. I did clean the rabbit's cage, and then I just marked some movie night, which I'm sure that we probably didn't watch a movie. We probably just watched TV or something. But I did mark that for Sunday night. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and let this play out with some music. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe down below. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!